See you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, right out of Oklahoma City. Today we have that's right, there you go. Today we have Authority Zero. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing, Sebastian? Good to see you, man.
That was the most awesome raging intro I've ever heard for anything.
That was pretty bitchy.
Dude, we try to go all out on the podcast, man. We try to do a little bit crazy sometimes, you know? Get people's attention off the bat.
Awesome.
That got my attention.
We can't back that up. Interview is over. Good job.
Hey, appreciate you guys being on the show. Make sure to check out their merchandise. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Authority Zero. We have some new members to the band. We'd like to introduce Eric, the brand new guitar player. What's going on, man?
Hey.
How's it going, man? Thanks for having us here.
Absolutely. And then we have, of course, we have Jason, the original band member, the one who's lasted this whole time since, what, 94, 95, right?
94, 95, yes. Hi, guys. How are you?
Okay. And then Dally, the drummer, who's been in the band since 2015. And Mike may or may not pop in later on. So I want to start my first question off with Jason, the original band member. So kind of tell us how the band started. I think I read a little bit that you moved to Arizona to kind of be in the band a long time ago. Is that accurate?
Yes, pretty close there. My dad lived in Arizona. I was born here until about 1 year old. Parents separated, then I got moved to Wyoming, and my dad stayed here in Arizona, and then from there I came out to visit for the summer times, and with that also came me meeting new friends in the apartment complex I lived in, and that introduced me to more friends that they were friends with, and then from there we decided to start a band in the middle of the summer one day, just because why not? You know,
did you think, going back that many years ago, did you think that the band would still be around today and writing new music?
Absolutely not. No. You know, anybody knows, and Eric can probably attest to this too. When you're a young kid, you're just out there having a good time. You're like, this is gonna be a fun project. I was more into skateboarding and snowboarding, and that was my lifelong dream, was to be a professional skateboarder or snowboarder. But music came along with that, with like bands like Pennywise, Operation Ivy, and Rancid, Offspring, you know. And so I was always into the music scene of that nature. And I sang songs here and there for fun. My mom always sang songs, had a pretty cool voice, and I kind of learned from that a bit. But my main focus was not music, to say. So it's interesting that it's come this far, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I bet Eric. Now, what's your musical background? Recently joining this band, I'm sure it's obviously not your first band you've ever been in. I would assume.
Well, my dad was a professional musician growing up, and my first band, Poor Habit, toured with Authority Zero. Like, cool. I owe everything to Authority Zero. Still, now it's still happening. I still owe everything to Authority Zero, but they would throw us on shows at like the Marquee Theater in Phoenix, and like throw us on tours to open for them, and like that really started it all for us. And then, you know, I saw the opening and I just swooped in. I just had to. They're stuck with me.
Well, I guess you already knew each other, and was it kind of something that just kind of fit like a glove with Jason and Dally? Were you guys both kind of like, dude, it'd be awesome to have Eric just join the band? He already knows us. He's played with us on tours before. Let's get him in here.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dally. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like literally, I mean, we knew him as a person first. That was like the most important thing. It's like we knew how we gel with him, and we knew he was a shredder too. And like, so when we first got into a room and jammed, we did the first song that we did, and I saw this smile come out of Mikey. And when Mikey does that smile, Mike's in a good place when you see that smile. And I saw that smile, I'm like, he's in the band.
Oh.
Yeah, he was excited. I mean, we were all extremely excited, and Eric has always been like the top list as far as possibilities as a new guitar player, because once again, as you mentioned, we'd been on tour with Poor Habit over and again, and we always knew he was a shredder. You know, the whole family of Poor Habit has been just shredders in general, and to see the growth of him as a musician, and when he had the time off a little bit, now it became a part of something that was a possibility to invite him into the group and see if he was into it, depending on how things were going with his own lifestyle and stuff. And he was super excited about it. And again, Mike was super excited as a musician, playing the bass and guitar on this last record we did. And it just really was a Not tough decision at all.
That's awesome. I bet it was probably a little bit less intimidating too for Eric to join the band while COVID was playing, because he didn't have to learn the songs right away and go out on tour. He like knew he had some time to before you guys started doing live shows.
I honestly feel like this whole thing happened for me. It's like
this dude learned like 40 songs in like 2 days, and he's all, "Hey, any more songs I should learn?" And I'm like,
hey. Not squandering this opportunity. I was just trying to do my part.
Make this look good.
It was great, man.
That's awesome. Jason, if you could go back and think about all the different tours you guys did. I know you guys went to Japan, you did a European tour. Is there any one show out of all these years that has kind of stuck out as a memory in your, I'm sure there's several. Is there one that's like, man, that was just a great time, or man, I wish I did not do that time?
One show that does stand out. I mean, we have gone around, quite a few, rounds here and there, obviously. But one of the big shows that stands out to me is probably it's dating back, but it's like the Edge Fest back in 2000, I think was 2004 or something, when things were really kind of starting off a little bit more, picking up more so, I guess, for the group. And we were the headliners for that entire festival, which blew my mind. First of all, being a local band. And then we started our strum with our first song off our first record, A Passage in Time, for the song A Passage in Time. And then I ran out onto the stage to start the show, and it was like a full stadium. It was 30,000 people. And you saw all of a sudden, like ants, you saw people running toward the stage, like during that one guitar strum, and it just blew my mind. I didn't know what to do, honestly. It was freakishly cool. And so
that's a pretty good. That's a good feeling, though, isn't it?
It was electric. It was electric is the best word I could say for it, man. It's like I wanted to run away, but stay there forever. You know what I mean? And it was one of those feelings.
When we kind of talked before we started the podcast, where we thought we were on the podcast, but we hadn't started yet. When there was a particular band we had talked about, we're not going to mention, that still does maybe the same set list, 20 years later, or do you guys tend to have a similar set list with, you probably play your bigger, more well-known songs that everyone knows, but do you tend to change it up a little bit per city, or do you kind of just keep most of the songs the same throughout all the years?
I've always been the guy that was like been trying to say, hey, why don't we try to maybe add this stuff to the set? There's like staples we have to do.
Right.
Like, there's like about a good 5 or 6 songs that we have to, or else we'll be totally persecuted for it. But
right.
We try to, of course, take it up because people always are saying, hey, do this song, do that song. Well, why don't we try the song and see how it sounds in a live setting? Some songs don't sound great. Like it didn't sound that good. People weren't reacting. So we always try to mesh things up and try to make it more exciting for us as well.
Absolutely.
Can you tell if you're doing a show, and let's say it's a song that is a fan favorite, can you tell if for some reason you're off that night and maybe it's just not, you're like, can you read the audience when that happens?
Yeah, man, that always happens. It's like you hear people, you hear shout outs. It's like, we're all the same. We all shout our songs and our favorite bands at shows. And
yeah,
you want to hear your shit. That's my shit.
Yeah. I came to this
fucking song.
When you guys were signed to, was it Lava Records?
Lava Atlantic, yeah, / whatever thing.
Okay, is that kind of the same? Is that all the same music group?
It was, yeah. It was a subsidiary of Atlantic back in the day.
Okay. Is being signed to, like, are you guys still signed? Or are you guys just doing everything on your own now?
Yes.
Do you feel like times have changed as far as what it was back in like the late 90s, early 2000s to today with what record labels do for bands? Do you feel like it's even necessary to be signed to a label anymore?
No.
Not that I've seen. I mean, honestly, it's been a long time. It really has been quite a long time. And that was the first experience we had back in the day when it was, the labels were still kind of doing more for bands, and there were something of advances for bands, and they were like
support
stuff, that they could put toward the bands. But now it's just, you look back at it, actually, this many years later too, and it was like more of a, what can they get from you kind of thing, rather than what can they do for you kind of thing, So, I mean, for years now, we've been an independent band jumping from independent label to independent label, but through the same networks of our management or friends or family members and stuff of that nature, to where the last couple have been really truly independent.
Do you have any bigger labels still trying to reach out to you?
Absolutely not.
No.
Mike's right there.
I'm excited to see what the future brings, and just so it can be like, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to be on your label. Leave me alone.
I mean, honestly, it's like, what can a label? We have to like think about what a label can do for us, we can't do for ourselves.
Exactly.
We have families now, and of course, we want to grow it of course, but I mean, what are they going to do to make that happen that we can't do ourselves? I mean, we're workhorses. That's what our band is all about. We've always been the hardworking class band. And if a label if label's not going to invest as much as we are going to invest, then why bother?
Right. Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think that, and I'm not in a band at all, but I would say that record labels are probably better for like pop and country artists. I think a lot of rock bands, they just do it themselves. Not saying that pop artists don't do it themselves also, but when you're in a rock band, you definitely, it's more of a DIY kind of situation.
Absolutely.
Oh, it really is, man. It has been for many, many years, and I think that's the best way to go about it for any aspiring bands out there. Just put the hard work in, and you'll be happier, I think, all around with that process.
Yeah, and Eric, I promise we'll have more questions that you can answer. See what?
I'm thinking it's really right
now. Let's play. So you have two newer songs out. One that just came out a couple weeks ago, but the first one is "Fire Off Another." And now, when did this song? This song just came out not that long ago, right?
Not too long ago. Our first one was actually Ollie Oxenfree.
Oh, okay. But on this episode, we are going to play "Fire Off Another" and then The Back Nine. Now, before I play this song, I heard it. Are you guys still doing reggae influence in your music?
We are. Yeah, you don't hear it on the few singles we put out so far. We want to come out with some bigger bangers right out of the gate, to be honest with you. But we wanted to leave some surprises and some fun things for more people to hear after the fact as well.
Okay, let's go ahead and play "Fire Off Another" right now. Here we go.
Woo!
Away with you. All these waiting questions, so much to tune. a storm rolling in. It's gonna take a while to reprehend what has been. It's getting cold outside. There's a breeze in the air. It's gonna take a while to reprehend what has been. It's getting cold outside. There's a breeze in the air. It's gonna take a good while to reprehend what has been. Fire off another, you're in over your head. Fire off another from the moment that you said, I'm right, you're wrong. We could do this all day long. I'm right, you're wrong. Fire off another, you're in over your head. Fire off another from the moment that you said, I'm right, you're wrong. We could do this all day long. Fire off another, I'll be right here. I'm right, you're wrong.
That is a fucking hit, dude. Dude, that song is a hit, man. That's
Thank
good
you.
job on that
Thanks,
song.
man.
That is so good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
That's got to be a hit, dude. I mean, that's fantastic, dude. Is that the one chip Pocky challenge thing?
Yeah, it is. My dad actually got me this, and he's been waiting for me to do it on the internet, but I'll have to do
Do it.
not today.
Do it right now.
Today's not
Come
today.
on.
Today's not today. I just want to show you guys I got it. And it's sitting on my desk right now. It's hanging out. It's waiting its turn.
Eric, how excited are you to do that? Eric just seems like he has a lot of energy. Like, I just can't wait to, because you guys are going to come to Oklahoma. And I'm going to go find out where Pryor, Oklahoma is. Go to that concert because I want to see you guys rock out on stage. And I bet Eric has a ton of energy.
That guy has so much energy.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be mayhem. Dude, I was just playing along to this song. Actually, I had to get my practice shots in.
So I can actually see. I can actually see what you guys are doing. You guys can't see, but I can see what you guys are doing while the song's playing. And I saw Eric getting the guitar and playing and jamming out to that song. I also saw the other two guys get up and go somewhere and then come back on like about a minute before the song ended.
I was
Got a glass of wine, baby.
I was eating my dinner.
Oh yeah.
So you get a couple bites in.
How do you guys now? The whole band doesn't live in Arizona, right? There's some guys that live in California and some that live in Arizona.
Yeah,
half and half.
Eric and I live in California, and then Mike and Jason live in Arizona.
How far away from that? How far? Because I know they. I'm from California, so I know they border. But is it like a long drive?
It's supposed to take about 5 hours. I drive. I get there. I get there in about 4.
Hanging out it feels like 10 minutes.
I knew it right away. I was like 4.
So how does the band create new music? Not being able to probably be. I mean, do you guys practice with each other, or do you guys just send the files over?
Well, what happens? I mean, Mike and Jason are. I mean, of course, it's gonna be different when Eric starts writing with us too. But
right,
you know, Mike and Jason usually get together because they're about 10 minutes away from each other. They get together at each other's houses, and they'll start doing GarageBand. And they'll send me over files, and then we'll start working on ideas, and I'll start coming up with drum ideas, and it just works back and forth like that. Well, until we have like at least 10 songs, then I'll go out there, and that's when we started doing pre-production. Started getting the songs tight, and then of course we came back out here, and then we got our producer Cameron Webb, who made the songs tighter, and you know that's what we put on the record.
Eric, being new to the band, are you excited to be able to be part of the creative ideas moving forward, or did they just tell you what to play still?
I'm super open to everything. That's like, you know, learning their songs. Like I actually like listened to each guitar player and kind of like tried to learn where they were coming from and how they heard things and how songs should go and like how they feel about pre-choruses, post-choruses. I was studying while studying, you know, so it's like, and then I have like 6 years worth of riffs that Poor Habit never used or whatever. And like, I'm just going to give it to them and be like, whatever, what's good, what sucks. offended.
take what you like.
Here's something that I never heard. Like, I'm really excited. These guys are like my influences, so it's awesome.
You know what's also really cool about that, man, is the fact that you do get to show them some of the songs that you've written previously and get their input and their take on it, and they get to dissect it to the way they like it. And that'd be a really good feeling, especially liking the band before even joining it. That's almost like a privilege, right?
Oh, totally, man. It's like, super grateful for it. And we all come from like the punk rock background. I'm not going to be like throwing out elevator music to them or anything.
You're better, bro.
You know
where the money is.
It's true, actually.
There's a fan out there that's going to watch it says, I wish Authority Zero dissected my songs.
Send it our way.
But that's the lucky winner. That's the lucky winner right there.
Yeah,
when does the band get to play their first concert with this lineup right now?
Rocky Point, Mexico.
Roger Clyde and the Peacemakers have their thing called Circus Mexicus out in Rocky Point, Mexico. They do every year, and it's been canceled for the last year and a half or two, maybe even fully. I can't recall, but this year they're doing it. And the 10th and 11th, 13th, 12th, 13th, 14th is their actual festival time for this year's festival happening this year. It's an outdoor festival, and we've been invited to be a part of it, playing just before Roger Clyde and Peacemakers play their headlining set. So,
and it's Dally's birthday week.
And it's Dally's birthday.
Hey!
so we're not going to play very good. We're going to have a good time, but come on, Daddy boy.
We're gonna play really good, but it's gonna be very slow.
It's gonna be a very late night and early morning with the sunrise. We'll say that.
It'll be like one of those nights we talked about earlier when you know you have a great song, you're just not on point that night. You're gonna have one of those nights.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're like, we'll be so good tonight. We start, you wake up at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. You're like, yeah, let's just have one shot of tequila. And then let's hit the stage. It'll be awesome.
The older you get, though, the harder it is to play with a hangover, I'm sure, because they don't go away like they used to when you were younger. Nope. We all know that.
Absolutely true.
I went to go. Me and Eric had gone out there for rehearsals and all that stuff, and we went to go see our bass player Mike play an acoustic set. And I hadn't done a shot of anything in a long time. I took one shot, and I felt like absolute ass the next morning. Like, one shot. I mean,
to be fair,
I remember like doing 10 picklebacks like 5-6 years ago. Now I took one shot. I'm like,
time to go.
The older you get, that's what I swear. The older you, I'm pushing 40, man, and I'm starting to feel it. And I just know it's going to get worse as I get older. All right, let's play your next song, The Back Nine.
Speaking of which, yes, reaching 40. Here's the Back Nine.
Here we go with the Back Nine.
I count the hours ticking minutes. searching for your small hand. Nothing good in life comes easy. And I don't wanna talk about it, but makes me sick, but I can't live without it. Drives me crazy, no two ways about it. I act like it don't faze me, try and sort it out in hindsight. Maybe I'll never be alright. Take my time 'cause I can't live without it. Well, that's just life on the back nine. Yeah, that's just life on the back nine. Yeah, that's just life on the back nine.
Hey,
I don't know why, I don't
I'm
know why
sorry.
Eric's putting his guitar away when the song ends.
I'm just putting my golf level on real quick here. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
you have to speak without guitar.
You know what's cool about all your songs is all of your songs.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
I like these two songs. I like the music videos. I like that they have the lyrics on them.
Right quick to
Jason
that.
Pissarro.
Yeah, want to throw some love to our buddy Jason Pissarro, who's like a longtime fan of the band from way back in the day. He's worked with Impractical Jokers and like he just we met him way back in the day when he was doing stuff in Scottsdale Community College for film school, and he just blossomed so very, very hugely. And he did the last two videos for us, and it was really cool. He did them pro bono just because he loves the group and he loves the music, and he's still a friend of ours. So
That's awesome, and he
got
did
throw
a
him out
great.
there.
Yeah, he did a great job. They're catchy, they're cartoony music, but they look really good, and the way the lyrics pop in there. I mean, kudos to him for doing that for you guys. Anything that you guys want to mention that maybe you want your fans to know about the band moving forward? Just anything in general.
I'd like to say, yeah, go ahead, Dally. Go for it, man.
Oh.
Honestly.
Our new album's coming out June 18th. Ollie Awesome Free. It's a full length, 13 songs. Pre-orders are available now on our website on authorityzero.com. I think we made the best record of our career, in my personal opinion. I can't wait for everybody to hear it. Just get ready for the new record.
Yeah, I love it.
Eric?
I'm inclined to agree with Chris. I didn't even play on it, so I'm allowed to say how good it is without feeling weird. It really is good, and it's not lost on me how awesome it is that I get to join right now because that album rules hard. So June 18th, then we'll be starting to play shows and rock out with everybody, and it's going to rule.
Absolutely. And what I would say in closing with that statement of the entirety of it is that this album is a feel-good album. It's obviously what we've been doing for the last year and a half, what we've all been talking about, going through. Otherwise, everyone's got their own in hardships as well as uplifts, and so this album is hopefully fully embracing that and giving people a sense of hope and opportunity and progressive movement in a positive way. So love you guys for listening, and we look forward to the next year to come and see what happens.
Real quick, for all the super fans out there, I got to ask Jason, what is your all-time most favorite song to sing on stage?
To sing on stage?
Yep, your favorite song to perform on stage.
Oh,
all the Authority Zero fans are going to want to know this. I got to ask a fan question, right?
There's like 75 songs. I don't know.
Your favorite one to perform. You got one.
My favorite all-time song to play on stage. Honestly, dude, I think it would be A Passage in Time because it's typically the intro song, and it just gets people, you feel that energy rise up right away. I go back to that wholeheartedly every time. Yeah, I just love where it takes the rest of the show, I guess, from that intro part and that piece to the rest of the entire evening or day.
That's cool. That is so cool. I want to thank you guys for being on the show, being great guests on the show, having to talk to me. You don't even know me, and you guys did this fantastic. I can't wait. I love the two new songs I just heard. Can't wait for the album to come out. I do want to say, give a shout out to my buddy Daniel Rueb, who loves your band and was excited to have you guys on the show. So
what up, Daniel?
Hi to Daniel. Yes, sir. And Hot Zone is the band that wrote the intro song, so I got to give them. I never give them shout outs. I don't even think they listen to my show, but I got to give them a shout out every now and again. So I want you guys to stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I want to thank everyone that listens to my show. Please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, TikTok, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Go to www.theloudspot.net to check out our videos and also hear our podcast. Peace out, rock on, much love. You guys stay right there.
Thanks, Sebastian.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have its back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has a pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on.